My beloved child, I am speaking to you right now. These words are not appearing by chance. This moment was not created by accident. I have arranged every step so this message would reach your heart at the exact time you needed it. Please pay close attention, because what I promised you can't be taken away, changed, or stolen. No matter what I say, it will happen. I have said it over your life, and it is already moving toward you. Your heart might feel empty today. The dream you held so close did not come true the way you thought it would. The door you thought was going to open shut behind you before you could get through it. It looked like the answer you were waiting for never came. And deep down, you asked in your heart's silence, did I miss my chance? Did I not pray to you? Take this truth in with all of your being. My child, you haven't lost the things I had planned for you. If it hasn't reached you yet, it's just because the right time hasn't come yet. And if something was taken away from you, it wasn't part of the plan I had for your future. Picture a seed lying down in the ground. It looks like nothing has changed for days or even weeks. It looks like the ground is the same. You can't tell the difference with your eyes. But life is already going on below the surface, where no one is looking. The roots go further down. There are quiet signs of growth. Then, at the right time, a soft shoot comes up from the ground and reaches for the light. That's how my promises work out. You might not see anything yet. It might still hurt to wait. But something is already growing below what you can't see. What's meant for you will come true because I put it in your future. Do not mix up being late with giving up. Don't believe the lie that it will never happen because it took longer than you thought. It's all here, every tear you've shed, every lonely night, and every prayer you've said to God. In my hands, I have loved each one. And when the time is right, I'll finally give you answers you can hold. You might have lost something very important to you. Something that got away, a job, a relationship, or a chance. You have thought about why it ended, why it didn't work, and why that door shut so tightly. Stop being sad about things I've already closed today, I tell you. I shut down what I was doing because I love you. What I took away was taken away to keep you safe, and what I'm giving you is much better than what you left behind. Pay close attention. Anything that wasn't meant to stay could never really be yours. But you can't change what I've chosen for you. You got this message for a reason. It's not just words moving by your eyes. It comes from my heart to yours as a reminder. Because you asked for it, here it is. There's a soft voice saying, "Peace out, my child. I'm still in charge of you. My plans always work out. Things that belong to you will show up. I was the one who found you when you were at your worst, my love. I helped you when no one else saw that you were crying. I made you stronger when everyone else had given up on you. I am the one who takes care of you. I breathed in the air that fills your lungs. I'm the reason you have food in front of you and life inside you right now. I picked you before the world even existed." So many people start to believe a lie. I can't even remember them. That maybe there was never a promise for their life. That things will always be the same and the fight will never end. That is the hardest thing about having to wait. Not only does time fly by, but there is also the fear that nothing has been important. If this sounds like where you are now, know this. You're not going through it by yourself. A lot of people who are hearing these words are in the same valley, with the same questions, the same sleepless nights, and the same tears. It's not just you who has almost given up. Also, I want to remind you of something you might not have heard before. It's okay to get tired. If you're in pain while you wait, it doesn't mean your faith has failed. I completely understand that you are a person. I see every tear, every thought, and every tired moment. If you think that delay means refusal, you are in the most danger. Instead of pulling away because you are tired, I come even closer to carry you. That's not always the case. Just because the answer hasn't shown up doesn't mean I've already said no. A lot of the time, what sounds like silence is just not yet, and not yet is never a charge. It keeps you safe. It's love at work. There is a quiet way I take care of everything so that when your promise comes true, it is full, peaceful, and whole. Imagine a child who begs their parent over and over for something. A loving parent doesn't say no because they don't want to give it to them. They wait because the child isn't ready, not grown up enough, or not ready to handle such a gift well yet. That's how I love you. Things that belong to you will come to you when you're ready for them. When everything in your life is ready and the time is right, I already know what question you're thinking. How much longer? What's taking so long? That question brings up some of the worst feelings. Seeing the years go by while your dreams stay still, but pay close attention. It's never empty to wait. As the promise comes true, you will know how to receive it, care for it, and keep it without losing it again. This is the time when I shape who you are and make your spirit stronger. I know this time of year is hard. It can wear out your heart to wait. When you compare yourself to others, it can make you feel bad. Faith can feel like it's leaving you at times. This truth doesn't change though. I'll always be there for you, even when your faith is weak. My promises will never change, and my plan for your life will stay the same, even when your strength wanes. Having to wait is not a punishment. It's getting ready. And even though it hurts, feels slow, and like it will never end, that season is proof that what you want is real. Without a doubt, you will know that I gave it to you when it finally gets there. If you think this is true for your life, say, Amen. Please know that every seed you plant in this mission grows into a torch that shines in someone else's darkness. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. But more than your support, we want your presence. When you head to our community through the link in the description or the pinned comment, you aren't just visiting a site. You are entering a community of like-minded believers. This is a sanctuary where you can post your prayer requests, lift up the burdens of others, and engage in daily discussions with a family that speaks the language of faith. Whether you are joining one of our membership tiers for deeper study, sowing a seed of faith, or simply joining our daily morning prayers, you are helping us build a global altar of worship. Heaven moves through willing voices, but it grows through a community that stands together. Each gift you give acts as living water for those in our community seeking healing and hope. Give, and it will be given to you, is the promise that sustains our shared mission. I invite you now to step out of the shadows and into this circle of prayer. Come with purpose, join the conversation, and plant your seed in fertile ground. Let's open the heavens together. Release your seed today, join our community, and see what God brings back into your life. There is a quiet enemy that often shows up while you are waiting, my child. It doesn't usually make a lot of noise. It doesn't always make a loud noise to be heard. It often comes in quietly as a thought, a comparison, or a whisper that sounds like your own mind but isn't. That enemy is doubt, which is often found with fear and comparison. When time goes by and the answer doesn't show up, doubt sets in. Have I been forgotten? It asks in a whisper. What if it doesn't happen? What if I was making this promise up in my head? Little by little, and almost without you noticing, doubt starts to erode your trust. Just like rusty roads metal over time. Not only does it make you doubt the promise, but it also makes you doubt the person who made it. Another enemy is fear, which often hides behind what seems like careful thought. In reality, though, it just stops you from moving. Fear tells you that you can't handle what's coming. It tells you in a whisper that you won't be ready when the promise comes true. It says that you will fail again if you try again. Fear serves another purpose besides keeping you awake at night by saying, "Stop trying. There is no point anymore." It tries to remind you of all the good things I've done for you. It makes you forget the times I gave you, the times I answered, and the times I found a way. Then there is comparison, which is quiet but very sharp. You might feel sad when you see someone else get what you've been praying for while you keep waiting. But underneath the sadness, you might feel jealousy. Why them instead of me? What do they have that I don't? You ask yourself. Comparison is harmful because it takes away your ability to be thankful and increases your sadness. You forget that I work with each person individually, that your season is different from theirs, and that the food I made for you only has your name on it. The enemy has a very easy plan. He will try to get you to quit before the date I promised comes true, if he can't break the promise. If he can't change what I already have planned, he will try to get you to believe that waiting is not worth it. He wants you to stop believing and trusting because he knows that my plan will keep moving forward as long as you keep believing. You may have already noticed that this battle starts in your mind most of the time. You wake up one morning full of hope, and by the next day, sadness has quietly crept in. One day you say with confidence, "I know this will happen." The next day you question whether you should keep praying. You are not weak just because you are going through a battle inside you. For your faith, it means you are in a real battle. Please pay close attention, because what I promised you can't be taken away, changed, or stolen. No matter what I say, it will happen. I have said it over your life, and it is already moving toward you. Your heart might feel empty today. The dream you held so close did not come true the way you thought it would. The door you thought was going to open shut behind you before you could get through it. It looked like the answer you were waiting for never came. And deep down, you asked in your heart's silence, "Did I miss my chance? Did I not pray to you?" Take this truth in with all of your being. My child, you haven't lost the things I had planned for you. If it hasn't reached you yet, it's just because the right time hasn't come yet. And if something was taken away from you, it wasn't part of the plan I had for your future. Picture a seed lying down in the ground. It looks like nothing has changed for days or even weeks. It looks like the ground is the same. You can't tell the difference with your eyes. But life is already going on below the surface, where no one is looking. The roots go further down. There are quiet signs of growth. Then, at the right time, a soft shoot comes up from the ground and reaches for the light. That's how my promises work out. You might not see anything yet. It might still hurt to wait. But something is already growing below what you can't see. What's meant for you will come true because I put it in your future. Do not mix up being late with giving up. Don't believe the lie that it will never happen because it took longer than you thought. It's all here, every tear you've shed, every lonely night, and every prayer you've said to God. In my hands, I have loved each one. And when the time is right, I'll finally give you answers you can hold. You might have lost something very important to you. Something that got away, a job, a relationship, or a chance. You have thought about why it ended, why it didn't work, and why that door shut so tightly. Stop being sad about things I've already closed today. I tell you, I shut down what I was doing because I love you. What I took away was taken away to keep you safe. And what I'm giving you is much better than what you left behind. Pay close attention. Anything that wasn't meant to stay could never really be yours. But you can't change what I've chosen for you. You got this message for a reason. It's not just words moving by your eyes. It comes from my heart to yours as a reminder. Because you asked for it, here it is. There's a soft voice saying, "Peace out, my child. I'm still in charge of you. My plans always work out. Things that belong to you will show up. I was the one who found you when you were at your worst, my love. I helped you when no one else saw that you were crying. I made you stronger when everyone else had given up on you. I am the one who takes care of you. I breathed in the air that fills your lungs. I'm the reason you have food in front of you and life inside you right now. I picked you before the world even existed." So many people start to believe a lie. I can't even remember them. That maybe there was never a promise for their life. That things will always be the same and the fight will never end. That is the hardest thing about having to wait. Not only does time fly by, but there is also the fear that nothing has been important. If this sounds like where you are now, know this. You're not going through it by yourself. A lot of people who are hearing these words are in the same valley, with the same questions, the same sleepless nights, and the same tears. It's not just you who has almost given up. Also, I want to remind you of something you might not have heard before. It's okay to get tired. If you're in pain while you wait, it doesn't mean your faith has failed. I completely understand that you are a person. I see every tear, every thought, and every tired moment. If you think that delay means refusal, you are in the most danger. Instead of pulling away because you are tired, I come even closer to carry you. That's not always the case. Just because the answer hasn't shown up doesn't mean I've already said no. A lot of the time, what sounds like silence is just not yet, and not yet is never a charge. It keeps you safe. It's love at work. There is a quiet way I take care of everything so that when your promise comes true, it is full, peaceful, and whole. Imagine a child who begs their parent over and over for something. A loving parent doesn't say no because they don't want to give it to them. They wait because the child isn't ready, not grown up enough, or not ready to handle such a gift well yet. That's how I love you. Things that belong to you will come to you when you're ready for them. When everything in your life is ready and the time is right. I already know what question you're thinking. How much longer? What's taking so long? That question brings up some of the worst feelings. Seeing the years go by while your dream stays still. But pay close attention. It's never empty to wait. As the promise comes true, you will know how to receive it, care for it, and keep it without losing it again. This is the time when I shape who you are and make your spirit stronger. I know this time of year is hard. It can wear out your heart to wait. When you compare yourself to others, it can make you feel bad. Faith can feel like it's leaving you at times. This truth doesn't change though. I'll always be there for you, even when your faith is weak. My promises will never change, and my plan for your life will stay the same, even when your strength wanes. Having to wait is not a punishment. It's getting ready. And even though it hurts, feels slow, and like it will never end, that season is proof that what you want is real. Without a doubt, you will know that I gave it to you when it finally gets there. If you think this is true for your life, say Amen. There is a quiet enemy that often shows up while you are waiting, my child. It doesn't usually make a lot of noise. It doesn't always make a loud noise to be heard. It often comes in quietly as a thought, a comparison, or a whisper that sounds like your own mind but isn't. That enemy is doubt, which is often found with fear and comparison. When time goes by and the answer doesn't show up, doubt sets in. Have I been forgotten? It asks in a whisper. What if it doesn't happen? What if I was making this promise up in my head? Little by little, and almost without you noticing, doubt starts to erode your trust. Just like rust erodes metal over time. Not only does it make you doubt the promise, but it also makes you doubt the person who made it. Another enemy is fear, which often hides behind what seems like careful thought. In reality, though, it just stops you from moving. Fear tells you that you can't handle what's coming. It tells you in a whisper that you won't be ready when the promise comes true. It says that you will fail again if you try again. Fear serves another purpose besides keeping you awake at night by saying, "Stop trying. There is no point anymore." It tries to remind you of all the good things I've done for you. It makes you forget the times I gave you, the times I answered, and the times I found a way. Then there is comparison, which is quiet but very sharp. You might feel sad when you see someone else get what you've been praying for while you keep waiting. But underneath the sadness, you might feel jealousy. Why them instead of me? What do they have that I don't? You ask yourself. Comparison is harmful because it takes away your ability to be thankful and increases your sadness. You forget that I work with each person individually, that your season is different from theirs, and that the food I made for you only has your name on it. The enemy has a very easy plan. He will try to get you to quit before the date I promised comes true, if he can't break the promise. If he can't change what I already have planned, he will try to get you to believe that waiting is not worth it. He wants you to stop believing and trusting because he knows that my plan will keep moving forward as long as you keep believing. You may have already noticed that this battle starts in your mind most of the time. You wake up one morning full of hope, and by the next day, sadness has quietly crept in. One day you say with confidence, "I know this will happen." The next day you question whether you should keep praying. You are not weak just because you are going through a battle inside you. For your faith, it means you are in a real battle, and every true battle can be won when you stand on the truth I have spoken. The shield of faith is able to stop every burning arrow sent against you. Not just a few, every one of them. Every doubt, every fear, every comparison. Every thought that tells you you are defeated can be put out by that shield. Faith is more than a feeling. It is a choice. It is raising that shield and saying, "Even when I see nothing, I will continue believing. Even when waiting is painful, I will continue trusting. Even when my thoughts tell me something different, I choose to hold tightly to what you have spoken." This battle is real, and much of it happens where no one else can see. Those around you may never know what is happening inside you while your heart struggles between hope and despair, trust and doubt, faith and fear. But hear this truth. If you are fighting that battle today, it is because your promise is real and your future is important. The enemy does not waste his strength fighting what has no value. He fights what carries purpose. So if your mind has been attacked by fear, doubt, and comparison, do not take it as proof that you are losing. Instead, see it as evidence that something meaningful is drawing near. The enemy does not waste his effort on empty things. If the battle feels fierce, it is because what I have prepared for you is too valuable for him to leave alone. Listen carefully. Your fearful thoughts do not decide what lies ahead. My word over your life does. Fear cannot stop what I have promised. Comparison cannot erase what I have already written. Doubt cannot destroy what heaven has already spoken. As long as you keep choosing faith, even when your heart shakes, even through your tears, even when you stumble, my purpose for your life will still be fulfilled. So, do not pretend the battle is not there. Recognize it, then fight it with the right weapons. When you understand that those thoughts are not coming from me, you can stop them before they weaken your faith. And each time you lift your shield, every arrow, every lie, every whisper trying to pull you away from your promise loses its power. Keep this deep inside your heart. What belongs to you is still coming. But while it is on its way, voices will try to tell you that waiting is useless. Refuse to listen. Instead, listen to the voice that has carried you until now. The voice that says, "My child, my work in your life is not finished. I have seen every tear you cried when no one else was there. I know every burden you quietly carry. I know the thoughts that steal your sleep at night. What seems impossible to you is never impossible for me. Where people only notice the problem, I already see the answer. I see what is pressing on your heart today. I see your concerns about your health, the pressure on your finances, the struggles inside your family, the fears you keep hidden, and the questions you whisper to me when no one else is around. I brought you to this very moment. If you need wisdom, peace, and clear direction for everything you are facing, come close to me. Let my words speak to your heart one page at a time until you receive exactly what you need. My child, I want to take you through a story that may remind you of your own journey. It is the story of a young man who discovered through great pain that what truly belongs to someone will arrive even if many years pass first. While he was still young, I gave him dreams showing that one day he would stand in a place of honor where even those closest to him would one day look upon him with respect. Imagine how full of hope that young heart must have been after receiving such a vision. But instead of rejoicing with him, those closest to him became jealous. They betrayed him and sold him away as though his life had no value. What seemed like the beginning of a wonderful promise suddenly became the start of a long season of suffering. Perhaps you understand that feeling, holding tightly to a dream while facing betrayal, injustice, or being forgotten by the very people who should have stood beside you. He was taken into a foreign country and became a servant in the home of an important ruler. There he served faithfully and honestly. Yet false accusations were made against him, and he was thrown into prison. Think about that for a moment. He had received a promise that he would be lifted high, yet he found himself locked inside a prison cell. In that lonely place, surrounded by silence, he surely wondered, "Where are the dreams you gave me? Was it all only my imagination?" Many nights he probably cried quietly, just as you may have done, asking why the promise still seemed so far away. But this is the truth, my child. Even when he could not see what I was doing, I was already working behind the scenes. preparing every detail for the moment everything would come together. Then, after many years, one unexpected event changed everything. A king received dreams that no one could explain. At that very moment, someone remembered the forgotten prisoner who had been given the gift of understanding dreams. He was brought out of the prison and led directly into the palace. In a single day, he went from being an overlooked prisoner to standing in a place of great authority. Do you understand what I am telling you? What I have prepared for you will reach you, even if it takes time. The dream I placed in that young man's heart was fulfilled completely. The very people who had betrayed him years before eventually stood before him without realizing that the man holding such great authority was the same brother they had rejected. Everything happened exactly as I had promised, because my promises are never empty. I did not preserve that story in my word, simply to tell you about the past. I placed it there so you would remember that even if today you feel trapped inside a prison called waiting, even if the days seem endless, even if everything around you tells you otherwise, what I have spoken over your life has never been cancelled. You may not see what I am doing, but I have already prepared the day when your prison will become your palace. And that young man was not the only one. Think about the man who waited many years before the child I promised was finally placed into his arms, still believing even when everything seemed impossible. Think about the young shepherd I chose to become future king while he was still a boy, yet who first walked through years of danger, hardship, and hiding before you can win every real battle if you stand on the truth I told you. Every fiery arrow that is aimed at you can't hit you because of your faith. Not just a few, all of them. That shield can protect you from all doubts, fears, comparisons, and thoughts that tell you you've lost. You can't just feel faith. You can choose. It's putting up that shield and saying, I will keep believing even when I can't see anything. I will keep trusting even when it hurts to wait. I choose to hold on tight to what you said, even when my thoughts tell me something else. A lot of this battle takes place in places that no one else can see. People around you might not understand what's going on inside you as your heart swings back and forth between faith and fear, hope and despair. But listen to this truth. You are in that fight right now because you kept your promise and your future is important. The enemy doesn't waste his power on fighting things that aren't important. He fights things that have meaning. Don't think that the fact that fear, doubt, and comparison are coming at you means you are losing. Instead, see it as a sign that something important is coming up. The enemy doesn't waste time on things that don't matter. Why does the battle feel so tough? Because what I've planned for you is too valuable for him to leave behind. Pay close attention. The things that happen don't depend on your scary thoughts. My word over your life makes it happen. Fear can't stop what I said I would do. What I've already written can't be erased by comparison. What heaven has already said can't be changed by doubt. My plan for your life will still be carried out as long as you choose faith, even when your heart is weak, you cry, or you trip and fall. Don't act like the battle isn't happening. Take note of it, then use the right weapons to fight it. You can stop those thoughts before they make you lose faith, once you know they are not from me. Every arrow, lie, or whisper that tries to get you to break your promise loses its power every time you raise your shield. Hold this close to your heart. What's yours is still on its way. There will be voices telling you not to wait while it's on its way, though. Do not want to listen. Instead, Pay attention to the voice that has been with you all along. The voice that says, "My child, I still have work to do in your life. I saw every tear you shed alone. I know all the weight you carry in silence. I know the thoughts that keep you up at night. I can always do something that you think is impossible. I see the answer where others only see the problem. I understand what's on your mind today. It's clear to me that you're worried about your health, your finances, and the problems in your family. I can also hear the fears you hide and the questions you whisper to me when no one else is around. I brought you to this very moment. You can get what you need from my words by reading one page at a time. Come close to me if you need truth, peace, and clear direction for everything you're going through. My child, I want to tell you a story that might make you think of your own journey. It's about a young man who learned through a lot of pain that what belongs to someone will come, even if it takes a long time. I gave him dreams when he was young that showed him he would one day be in a place of honor where even his closest friends and family would respect him. Think about how hopeful that young heart must have been after seeing that. But instead of being happy with him, the people closest to him got angry. They lied to him and sold him off as if his life didn't matter. What looked like the start of a great promise turned out to be the start of a long time of pain. You might understand how they feel. Sticking to a dream even though you know someone will betray you, treat you unfairly, or forget about you when they should have been there for you. He was taken to a different country and worked as a servant in the home of a powerful leader. There, he worked hard and was honest. He was put in jail, though, because false charges were brought against him. Take a moment to think about that. He had been told that he would be lifted up, but instead he found himself locked up in a cell. He must have asked himself, "Where are the dreams you gave me? Was it all in my head, in that quiet, empty place? Just like you." He probably cried quietly many nights and asked why the promise seemed so far away. But this is the truth, my child. He couldn't see what I was doing, but I was already working behind the scenes to get everything ready for when it all came together. And then, after a long time, something out of the blue changed everything. No one could explain the dreams that a king had. Right then, someone thought of the forgotten prisoner who had been given the power to understand dreams. After being taken out of jail, he was taken straight to the palace. It only took one day for him to go from being an ignored prisoner to being in a position of great power. Do you get what I'm saying? What I've planned for you will get to you, even if it takes a while. The dream I planted in that young man's mind came true in every way. People who had betrayed him years before now stood in front of him. But they didn't realize that the man in charge was his brother, whom they had turned down. Everything went just the way I said it would, because I never break my promises. That story wasn't written down just so I could tell you about the past. What I said over your life has never been taken back. Even if you feel like you're stuck in a prison called waiting today, even if the days seem to go on forever, and even if everything around you tells you otherwise, while you're not looking, I've already planned the day when your prison will be turned into your palace. It wasn't just that young man. Think about the man who waited for years before I finally gave him the child I had promised. He kept believing even when it seemed impossible. Think about the young shepherd I picked to be king when he was still a boy. He had to walk through years of danger, hardship, and hiding before he could step into the place I had prepared for him. Think about the woman who cried in front of me because she couldn't have the child she wanted until the day I answered her prayer and gave her a son whose life would change the future of a whole country. In all of those lives, there was waiting. Everyone knew what pain was. There were times when it seemed like I had forgotten about everyone. Still, the promise came true in every story, and it was so clear that no one could say it wasn't my hand. Today you might feel like that young man in jail, someone who is holding on tight to a promise that hasn't come true. Someone who is hiding while the wait gets longer, or a woman who is pouring out her heart without seeing the answer yet. Perhaps you are in a place where nothing makes sense and the pain is stronger than the hope you have. But pay attention to me. Don't think that this is the end of your story. My promise will come true for you too, just like it did for them. I never lie, and I always know when to say something. There will come a time when you will be able to see with your own eyes the fruits of all the hard things you have been through. You'll look back on that day and say, "Now I get why I had to go through all of that." I know I did. I was getting ready for something much bigger than I thought possible, stepping into the place I had prepared. Think about the woman who cried before me because she could not have the child she longed for until the day I answered her and gave her a son whose life would shape the future of an entire nation. Every one of those leaves included waiting. Everyone knew pain. Everyone faced moments when it looked as though I had forgotten them. Yet in every story the promise arrived, and it came so clearly that no one could deny my hand had done it. Maybe today you feel like that young man sitting in prison, like someone holding tightly to a promise that still has not appeared, like the one hiding while the waiting grows longer, like the woman pouring out her heart without yet seeing the answer. Perhaps you are standing where nothing seems to make sense, and the pain feels stronger than the hope inside you. But listen to me. Your story does not end in this season of waiting. Just as my promise came to them, it would also come to you. I do not speak lies, and my timing never fails. Even if your road is covered with tears, the day is coming when you will see with your own eyes the harvest of everything you have endured. On that day you will look back, just as that young man did, and say, "Now I understand why I had to walk through all of it. I was being prepared for something much greater than I ever imagined." Today, I want you to stick to this. There is nothing pointless about what you are going through now. There is never a dull time of waiting. It's getting ready. It is the growth of roots that no one can see before the tree opens up. And it will happen to you, just like it did for those who came before you. Because what is yours will come along with the mark of heaven at just the right time. Please say Amen if you believe I am still writing your story, my beloved. Words are not enough when you have to wait a long time and your faith starts to feel weak. The things you do every day should keep your heart steady. Your heart needs something strong to hold on to while the promise moves toward you. You already have gifts from me that make you stronger and remind you that you are never alone. Prayer that is true is the first. Prayer isn't just a habit, it's your spirit's breath. Prayer all the time and never give up. It's like turning on a lamp in the dark to pray. Things might not change right away for you, but your heart will. Your problems get easier to handle, your mood gets better, and your faith grows stronger as you pray. If you don't know what to say, just talk to me like you would talk to someone who really hears you. Tell me everything. Tell me how tired you are, how hurt you are, and even your doubts. I pay attention and answer. Even if you only whisper a few honest words to yourself before bed or right after you wake up, they can help you. Reading my word and giving it a lot of thought is the second gift. It doesn't take long to read before your heart gets stronger. Having one verse tucked away in your heart can help you get through the worst days. Take your time letting those words sink in. Do not rush them. Allow them to sink into your heart like rain does on dry ground. Every day, hold on to one truth and come back to it. Whenever worry tries to take over, praise is the third gift. Giving thanks is more than just singing songs to me. It means you value me and open your heart before you know the answer. When you worship, the air around you changes. When you raise your hands and say, "I honor you even though I can't see it yet," your spirit rises above being down. Think about the people who sang while they were locked up and how worship broke those chains. Prayer and worship can open doors that no one else can. It lets out what's been stuck in your heart for a long time. The fourth gift is peace and quiet in front of me. Oh, peace and quiet. A lot of people think that faith has to be loud all the time, but faith can also listen. Someone called a prophet found that my voice was not in the strong wind, the earthquake, or the fire. It was in a soft whisper. Set aside times to be quiet during the day. Take a break from the noise for a while. Put your worries and other things aside and just listen. I talk to you in that quiet place, and my words make you feel better. Writing down your faith is the fifth gift. Write down your prayers. Write down my promises. Write down your hopes and dreams. Make the vision clear so that it can be read over and over. Write down what I told you in your heart, and that will help it grow stronger. As the years go by and those words come true, your faith gets even stronger. Now, my child, pay close attention, because I have something important to tell you. Today, I want you to answer me with more than words. When a child cries before going to sleep, when a family is having a hard time, when a hard diagnosis weighs heavily on the heart, or when it seems like there are no more answers, that's when I'm closest to them. Don't be afraid, because this battle is not yours. I told them, I own that thing. You were never meant to carry these weights by yourself. Don't wait until the weight gets even heavier before you come to me. Come now, just the way you are, and get the peace I've already set out for you. It might become a habit for you to read a few verses or sing a worship song softly every day. Do these simple things with a true heart, because they will keep your heart steady while you wait. There's nothing important you need to do. It doesn't matter how loud the prayer is, a quiet word of thanks on a normal afternoon, a few peaceful moments before you start work, or a soft song whispered while you go about your day will all reach my heart. I don't judge your faith by how loud it is. I see how honest your heart is. Do not forget this, my love. I'm still sending what I promised. Also, your hands are not empty while you wait. No one has left you without help. I've already taught you how to pray, read my word, worship, be quiet, and write down your faith. Each one is a reminder that I am with you during this time of waiting. I will never let you fall, even on the days when you're too weak to do any of these things. When you have no strength or words to pray, all you have to do is sit quietly in front of me. I can see your work. I value the heart that keeps coming to me, even when it can only be there. My child, it gives you a lot of strength to remember the stories I've already written in my word that show how I work for those who wait patiently for me. Just think about the woman who had a strong desire that seemed to go unfulfilled for many years. Her main desire was to have a child. Still, that wish was not granted year after year. Other people got what she wanted, and their words, whether they meant to or not, caused her a lot of pain. Every new season brought the same amount of sadness, emptiness, and prayers that were not answered. She hid her pain for a long time until she could no longer do so in a place of worship. She poured out her heart to me with such deep sadness that her lips moved, but no sound came out. She promised me at that moment that if I thought of her, she would give the gift I gave her back to my service. Some priests nearby saw how sad she looked and blessed her. They told her to go in peace because the God of Israel would grant her wish. Pay attention to something. She left that spot. One thing had changed, but nothing else had. The weight on her heart was gone. She left feeling calm, even though she didn't have the answer yet, because she had finally given me all of her longing. And at the right time, I thought of her. After waiting for a son, she finally got him. She named him in a way that would always remind her and everyone else that I had heard her cry. She kept her word when the time came. She brought me the son she had prayed for and gave him back to me so he could do what I wanted him to do in my home. I changed the future of a whole country through that one child. During his whole life, he spoke for me in front of kings and all of Israel. This story isn't meant for you to compare your wait time to hers, my child. It's just to help you understand how I work. The years you spent asking were never a waste. The tears she shed in prayer will never be forgotten. Everything started to change when she put all of her pain in my hands, before I even knew the answer. What I gave her grew into much more than she had imagined, because whatever I plant in loyal hearts always grows into more than they asked for. Maybe what you feel isn't the need for a child. Something like healing, restoration, a missed chance, or a dream you no longer talk about could be it. The lesson hasn't changed, though. I start to move when you give me your whole heart, your tears, and the years of waiting. Tell me what will happen next, and trust me. And what I get out of giving up will always be better than what you gave me. Your story might not be about a child after all. You might be waiting for a job that matters, a relationship to get better, your body to heal, peace in your family, or an answer that you've been holding in your heart for years. The lesson is still the same, though. What is meant for you will come to you when you choose to trust. Keep walking by faith and put your worries in my hands. I have a question now. If you chose to wait today the way she did, what would happen? What would happen if you started saying that what is rightfully yours is coming even before you saw any change? The promise does not start the change right away. It starts when you decide to believe that I haven't forgotten about you. A quiet courage grows in you when you choose to trust again after being let down. This courage grows even before anything else does. There are times when it might seem easier to give up hope and do nothing at all to protect your heart. I'm not asking you to hide your pain, though. I want you to give me that pain and let it become the place where new life can begin. When you give it to me, the place that seemed empty at first can become a place where life starts up again. Hold this close to your heart, my love. I could change your story just like I changed hers and gave her what seemed impossible at first. Your story's not over yet, and the words, the things I said about your life will not be forgotten. Have faith, because what's yours will come. Maybe your heart has more hope now than when you first started to listen. You're starting to understand that what's meant for you will come to you. you can see that waiting does not mean you are going to lose. When you look at the lives of those who came before you, you can see that promises were always kept. Say these words with me. Now, if you are still hoping for something that has been on your mind for a long time, I'm not going to give up because what's mine is on its way. My love, faith was never meant to be kept secret. You should also talk about your faith. It's meant to be spoken out loud and brought into the world. When you say trusting things, even if it's just to yourself, you let the truth sink deeper into your heart. Think about someone who wants to give up right now, somewhere. Someone who cried until they fell asleep because they thought there was no more hope. Then, just at that moment, the right words reach them. This is how I do things. When you speak with faith, one simple word can give someone hope. So I want you to say this over your own life today. Things that belong to me will show up. Say it over and over to remind yourself and to hold your faith high. Make it a promise that only you and I will hear. A sign that you have decided to keep believing while you wait. Say it first thing in the morning before you start your day. Say it again at the end of the day at night. Make it a regular part of your day. Something that your spirit naturally goes back to. In the same way that every breath comes back naturally. As you say these words, think about the people you care about. Think about the people you care about. Those who are carrying hidden loads. People who need prayer just as much but may never ask for it. Say the same thing about their lives. This is more than just praying for yourself when you do it. You join a much bigger group. A quiet family of Christians who live in many places, but all hold on to the same truth at the same time. Helping each other out without ever saying their names. A group of people who are united by faith is very strong. They should be there even if they can't be seen. Even if the people in it live very far away and might never meet. One more person is brave because someone else chose to trust. You were not meant to carry these loads by yourself. Even when you feel alone and like no one understands your pain, you are connected to other people who are going through the same thing. That quiet faith gets stronger when everyone works together than when just one person does it. I want you to see how important little things are. A quiet prayer came to me in a whisper. A time when you decide to speak up for someone instead of keeping quiet. A simple message of hope given to someone who is sad. You might think these are small, but I've never thought of them that way. I often use everyday things to do things that don't seem possible today. The small step of faith you take could help someone else make it through another day. Don't hide what I've put in your heart then. If you feel led to encourage someone, do it. If God tells you to pray for a specific person, do it. You should say something kind to someone if you know it will help them. These aren't just empty words. They are acts of faith. Giving someone hope is like saying, I believe. I am going to wait. And I want other people to feel the same hope. Loved one, never forget about things that seem small. I do little things that help me do big things. A simple act of kindness, an honest prayer, or a quiet word of support could be just what someone needs on that very day. While everyone else might not notice those quiet times, I always do. Each of them is important to me. Take a good look at the stress that waiting has caused you. Understand the person who wants to take away your hope. Don't forget the gifts I already told you to stay strong. Prayer, worship, my word, peace, and writing down your faith are all important. Always keep this truth close to your heart. I haven't forgotten about you. Things that belong to you will show up. You might not be able to see anything right now. It's possible that everything around you feels dry, like a desert, and your heart is tired. But pay close attention, because these aren't just human words. They are promises that come true no matter how far away you are or what time of year it is. I have plans for you that will bring you peace, not harm. They are plans that will give you the future you want. I already know how the story you're waiting for will end. With me, there is no confusion, no waiting, and no doubt. I always get it right. My goal never changes. My love for you never ends. Once you get what I've worked on, you'll know that every tear, every quiet season, and every sleepless night were all parts of the path that led you to your breakthrough. Keep this truth close to your heart. Your name is already on things that belong to you. It's not up for grabs to anyone else. It can't be stolen. It can't be changed. It stays safe in my hands until the right time for it to show up. You will know for sure that it came from me when it comes. Listen with more than your ears, my sweet child. Take these words in and feel them deeply. There is a place inside you that always knows the truth. My voice stays the same no matter how loud everything else is. You had it with you before you even knew you were looking for me. For me, what you see as separate moments with no meaning have always been linked by my purpose. Every part of your life is part of a bigger plan that goes from the start to the end. Before you took your first breath, I knew everything about you. That truth is what's keeping you steady today. You may have thought that your life was normal, nothing special, and not worth noticing at one point. But I want you to know that I was talking to you, even when things were quiet. I don't always show myself through big signs. A lot of the time, I talk to you through a soft movement in your spirit, an invitation that you can't always explain with logic. This is how I can talk to you, in the same way that I once talked to someone through a soft whisper instead of air, earth, or fire. It's not through flashy signs that you are learning to recognize me. It's through the quiet awakening of your spirit. Know this, my dear child. I brought you here for a reason. You should know that this moment between us was planned a long time ago. In a relationship where there is no space between us, our meeting here is honest and true. Moving from the darkness of doubt to the clear light of understanding is what I am doing. Your name is being called by me. So you are no longer just someone who is searching. Remember the young servant who was resting quietly one day and heard a voice calling him, but he thought it was someone else. The only time was when he said, "Here I am." Did he understand what was being said? I work inside you in the same way. There were times when you thought the only things that made you feel that way were events, your own emotions, or what other people said. But I'm making your spirit more sensitive so that you can tell my voice from all the other voices that are trying to change your life. Your life was never meant to be a never-ending cycle with no point. I made you for a purpose that was already planned out. I didn't bring you this far to just leave you there. The path I'm taking you on has already been set up. You have a reason for being here. What brings us together is no longer just an idea. It's becoming a living truth in your spirit, like a long, hidden secret slowly coming out in pieces. I'm not talking to you from far away. I'm talking to you right now, in the silence that you thought held nothing. But being quiet has never meant I was gone. Mostly. It's where I get ready so that my voice can be heard better. As you understand this better, the things that used to stump you will turn into signs that lead you forward. I'm not asking you to leave life. I'm asking you to fully enter it with an open heart and eyes. Do I really belong here? Will no longer be a question you ask yourself every day. Instead, you'll feel more confident in yourself. You have always fit in. I've always known you and held you close. When you understand this, your life, your speech, and the way you carry yourself will easily start to change. It's not about changing into someone else. It's about becoming the whole person you were meant to be. Now, my beloved, rest more deeply. My job is to change how you see yourself in that quiet place. We haven't forgotten about you. You're not stuck. You're not getting lost. You are being led right up to the point where you will awaken. Please keep going forward, my sweet child. Don't be afraid. Have faith that I knew you before you started looking for me. Be careful not to forget these words as soon as they're no longer fresh in your mind. Let them start a new way of life for you, one in which you don't chase after my voice, but instead rest in the fact that it has always been with you. If you feel changes inside you, don't think they are strange or wrong right away. And I promise you that nothing is falling apart. I can see every quiet change going on in your spirit. It's just that old layers are being lifted off so that something new can be put firmly inside the purpose I set up for you. Some changes affect both what we can see and what we can't. Not to destroy, but to keep what's left safe and get rid of what doesn't belong. You are doing some deep work inside. It's something that your normal thoughts can't fully grasp. But the spirit I brought to life in you is starting to see it. You might feel uncertain sometimes, like the things that used to keep you stable are slipping away. I assure you that this does not show that something is wrong. That's proof that I'm helping you understand more deeply. Pay attention to this. I'm starting a new project right now. Feel it. This is not a season of little changes. This is a full renewal from the inside out. My beloved, you are not falling apart. You are becoming new. You're not being led astray. There is no mistake about where you are being put. These changes in you aren't meant to make you trip and fall. They are building you a strong base that can't be shaken. Now is the time for your spirit to rest. Stop fighting what is happening inside you. When you feel like what you're going through is real or just in your head, I know you want to take a step back. But I promise you that you did not make this up on your own. This wake-up call comes from someone who knew you before you knew yourself. Before you were born, I chose you to be different for a reason. That goal hasn't changed over time, and people's doubts haven't changed it either. I understand your doubt. Sometimes you feel like you're not good enough, like your path is off, like this deep stirring is only temporary. But I tell you the truth now, and it won't change. That which I said is true, and you are not walking through a dream. What your spirit does when my words reach it is not out of fear, but because it remembers the one who made it from the start. There will be times when you cry for no apparent reason. That's your spirit remembering things that your mind has forgotten. You are going through a holy awakening. You might wonder why this is taking place now. The perfect timing that only I fully understand is my answer. It's now the season. No longer is this the time to wait quietly. In this season, things are being shown. During those years of silence, everything you held on to never went to waste. It was making you stronger on the inside. Now that there is a new movement, I don't think you will lose your balance. You are already rooted deeper than your eyes could ever see. Like a river that never runs dry, the strength I gave you will always be there. Everything you're called to do will go well, because it shows who you are becoming on this new path. I've opened up for you. Take my peace into your heart, my beloved child. Get rid of the weight. Be quiet and stop the noise. Stop waiting for it to end. I will always be your guide. There is a clear path in front of you. Being with me brings you peace. Move forward now. Let go of everything that doesn't belong to you anymore and fully enter into what I have planned for you. It's getting lighter, and a new day has already begun. Move forward now that a new day has started. There is a light and a warmth that never go out. You are closer than you think, and I will be with you every step of the way. Say yes, and move forward in peace, for I am always with you. As this awakening grows inside you, know that helping with this mission is not a joke. It is a sign from God. You can support this work through the link in the description or the pinned comment, whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our Ko-Fi community. By doing so, you become part of Jesus' plan to save souls who are still stuck in fog. Every seed turns into light that fights against darkness. If you water others, you will be watered yourself. Jesus says, this is not history, it is a living promise about your future. Come into this moment with faith and a plan. What God has already planned for your life can be unlocked through your giving. Before we get to the end of this powerful story, let's reflect on this deep truth. You did not find this message by accident. This is a divine appointment meant specifically for you. You are being invited into a protected, faith-filled community at the link in the description and pinned comment, a place where divine abundance is not just a hope, but a promise built on the Word. By heading to the site right now, you are unlocking access to a sacred community of like-minded believers. When you join our membership tiers, you gain immediate entry to powerful content, daily devotions, and divine insights that are hidden from the world. This is your chance to enter a sanctuary where you will receive spiritual guidance, unwavering support on our prayer wall, and speedy progress toward your destiny. Do not let this moment of destiny pass you by. Your breakthrough is waiting. Join our inner circle through the exclusive link in the description. This is how you guarantee you never miss the personalized messages and spiritual warfare tools meant to elevate your life. If you feel called to deepen your connection, the link is waiting for you in both the pinned comment and the description. For those who want to amplify this work and carry the light home, you can find our guided e-books and Bibles in the pinned comment. Whether you join as a member or sow a seed through our resources, your presence and energy change the world. Take the step. Your abundance awaits. You are about to enter your divine future. But remember, this breakthrough is not for you alone. Your testimony is the bridge someone else will use to reach their own miracle. Archangel Michael is inviting you to visit community through the link in the description or the pinned comment. Whether by buying a coffee, making a donation, or becoming a member of our community, does not go to a channel. Your actions are supporting a divine mission to save lost souls. By joining our like-minded community, you are no longer praying in isolation. You are adding your voice to a global sanctuary where we discuss the Word daily and stand in the gap for one another. This is not poetry when Jesus says, "Give and heaven will open over you." On this platform, every seed you plant turns into oil for your destiny, fire for your calling, and a hedge of safety for your family. Now is your time. Step into our community prayer wall, share your heart, and as you give, watch God multiply what you let go of. Let's finish this journey together. Visit our community now, join the family, and see your heavens open.